Our second speaker this morning is our club's Sergeant at Arms, Mike Slattery. A few weeks ago, Sarah Coble did a speech on her opinion of higher education and how it served, or perhaps disserved, her in the real world. That speech got Mike to thinking about his formal education and how it has served him over the past 56 years. Not having gone to 4 years of college, he feels that he has done as well as the majority of those who graduated from a college or a university. Mike will be speaking this morning on his feelings that the public have been duped into believing that the only way to make it in the world is with a degree. This speech is 5 to 7 minutes long, titled Opinion. Please join me in welcoming Mike Slattery.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, and good morning, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. May of 2011, Mike Rowe, who was a creator and host of the Learning Channel's program called Dirty Jobs. I think most of us have heard of that. And he testified in Congress about the skills gap here in America. And he said, and I'll quote, "We've elevated the importance of higher education to such a lofty perch that all other forms of knowledge are now labeled alternative. Millions of parents and kids see apprenticeships and on-the-job training opportunities as a vocational consolation prize, best suited for those not cut out for a 4-year degree. And still, we talk about millions of shovel-ready jobs for our society that doesn't encourage people to pick up the shovel." It was early evening, Monday, August the 8th of 1960, when practice was ending for the Wilton Warriors football team. We were on our way to the showers, and after the showers for a pep talk from our high school coach, Nick Zioli. I was walking with our halfback, Tom Schaefer, who said he was quitting school and going to work with his father as a structural steel worker in New York City. I asked him, why are you quitting school? And he said that he could no longer continue in the college preparatory classes that our school did because he wanted to learn his father's trade. I said to him, you know, it might be better if you stayed in school and then went. He said, no, I'm going to work for my dad. And he told the coach that he was not going to be playing football this year. He went to work with his dad, and I'm going to fast forward 20 years, 1980, 81. Schaefer Structural Steel was one of the largest steel companies, structural steel companies on the East Coast. Now what does that mean? Just another Horatio Alger story? Not really. It means that all of us are not cut out for the college degree, for the higher education. Some of us can be plumbers, electricians, carpenters, like myself, a body man, and still be as successful, and in some cases perhaps more successful than those with a college degree. I heard Rob today, very proud that you went through all of that work to get your degree, now looking for work. Some of us who have skills may make it easier for us to find work because there aren't that many of us out there. But as youth today, we are prodded and we are pushed into going to college and getting that degree, and we are sort of told as a subtitle that being a tradesman is less than acceptable. Allow me to share a little bit of my personal story. After high school, I joined the Marine Corps. Even though my parents' college degree saved the money for me to go to a private college, I felt that the duty to my country was more important than grabbing a degree. 5.5 years later, when I was discharged, I went to work in a body shop as a sander master. And the reason for that is because of my love of the automobile. I wanted to learn everything from a lug nut to the computer on that car. Wasn't interested in getting a degree. So over the next 4 years, on-the-job training, picking up as many books as possible, and one of the sad things at that time was that the books that were available for collision repair came from Europe, not from America. And the reason is because of how the Europeans treat tradesmen. They treat them with as much respect and honor as those with the degrees. In fact, they have apprenticeships, then you become a tradesman, and then you become a master. And you get all of these steps in their books, depending on the trade that you wish to be in. So as I said, over the next 4 years, I taught myself on-the-job training, and because of that, the experiential work that I did created enough income to have a very comfortable life for myself and my family. Today, when I look at the high school educational system, I see that the system does not have even a hint of programs for those students who want to learn a trade. They all go through, we need to pass the tests. We have to get past this test. When I was in high school, we had metal shop and wood shop. And our school was a college preparatory school. And if you didn't take one of those, whether you were a male or a female, you could not graduate. So, the next time you call a plumber, electrician, carpenter, or a mechanic to build or fix something for you, please ask him or her where they learned their trade. I'm sure most of them are going to say on the job, not in school. We have to look at our school system and we have to change it. We have to bring in the trades so that those students who are not or don't want to go to college can create an income for themselves. Because if we don't do that, the infrastructure we have today is going to continue to fall apart, and the lifestyles that we enjoy will no longer work. Madam Toastmaster.
Simone, 45 seconds, please.